Hello everyone, my name is Mowmaster and welcome back to Enigmatica 6, our mod pack playthrough. Today we are going to look at what we stopped at last episode. So last episode we went through and we kind of just saved all the different food items that we have in our pack to our little list here on the side. There is quite a few foods out there, so yeah, quite a lot of stuff. And the reason is we want to get some form of automation going. I'm not going to use like refined storage for this automation. I want to do primarily pedestals, but we might include some other stuff as well in this automation. So I've had kind of an idea rolling around for a while now. In fact, since I even added this feature into pedestals. And the feature I'm talking about is pedestals by default. If you have the export or the import upgrade, they can actually interact with minecarts on chests or chests on minecarts just by default. You don't need advanced or anything. It will automatically work like a regular inventory. And I've had this idea for a while of an automated crafting system using these minecarts with chests on them. So we're going to dive into not only the pedestals crafting system, but also this idea that I've had floating around for a while and kind of how this works. So how I'm thinking we might do the food thing. We have some carrots here, some more carrots, some bowls, and then these are just empty for now, but these could be other ingredients per se. And how this will work is, say we go to sleep first real quick. I can't sleep yet, but we're gonna be able to sleep here pretty soon. I'm also, while we're waiting, I'm going to change up a thing real quick. Oh, come on, let me sleep. Really, game? Whatever. So basically, the idea is we will send ingredients to an import of some sort to put it into a pedestal. The pedestal will transfer it to a restock upgrade, and the restock upgrade is special because it will take a stack of items and distribute it evenly in an inventory. I think I can sleep now, finally. And so why that would help us is if we drop a bunch of items on the ground all at once, then we can have a stack of items. They go on the pedestal. The pedestal puts it in the chest, Bob's your uncle, that sort of thing. So, I guess it might just be easier if I demonstrate it first. So what we're going to do is we click a button. It's going to drop a bunch of stuff into a water stream, probably. That's how we'll do that. So once it's in the water stream, you see there's a bowl and a couple of carrots now. Once that button gets pressed, simultaneously, we're going to have a minecart coming from somewhere. This minecart already has a patterned recipe in it. So what I've done is I've put a bowl and a carrot and another carrot in here. This should make carrot soup. And so that is the recipe we have going right now. The restock upgrade, the way that it would have to work is we'd want to put 3 different recipes in here that are 3x3 crafting grid type recipes. These are all blank placeholders, if you will. And so what a placeholder does is it just acts like an empty slot, but you can't put items in there because it's, full of another item already. So with this, the way the recipes would have to work, basically, is we'd have to use 3 recipes with different ingredients. If they have the same ingredients, the restock will fill up one of the other recipes first with that ingredient and not give it to maybe the ingredient or, to the recipe we want. And so basically each chest on a minecart can hold 3 recipes. So we could break this down into, a number of, what is this wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 wide. So we'd have 9, 18, 27. I can't math right now. 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, somewhere in there. About almost 72 different recipes. So basically we'd have 72 different minecarts configured for our recipes. Basically is how that would work. So yeah, once the items get restocked in here, and we could give the minecart up to a stack worth of items, effectively. So as long as there is up to, a stack of items in each slot, so 63 items, we could craft 63 of a food. I don't think I ever will. I think generally for the heart system and for the dietary effects part, we might only want a few of one type of food at once. So I really don't think we'll be crafting like a stack of food at a time. But I think, a quarter stack or something is probably more likely. So, so there's that option. So once it's in the minecart, then it's going to go down our rail. If I can move this guy. I've done it before. Come on, get in there. There we go. It's going to go to our crafter. Our crafter is going to see the recipe that's in there correctly. These items will always stay in here. They're kind of considered like placeholder items to keep the recipe configured. So it will never eat up those items. And then our rail track will switch again, or something, and we'll send it back to its home location basically. So there we go. We now have carrot soups, and that could be automated fairly easily. The only hard part here is we'd have to make probably a rail track switcher system here, so that when it gets its items, either it comes back and goes to the crafter, or it gets pushed elsewhere. Like maybe right here, it would have to get pushed somewhere else. And actually, now that I think about it, we could do some shenanigans like this. Could we? Hold on. Let me try something here real quick. That won't work. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I was wondering if I could do some shenanigans with this to see if I could make it switch so it could just move on after it's done, but this might have to be the best way, where it hits here, fills up, once it's completely full, goes back, and goes to the crafter maybe. So, but yeah, so we'd have to do some logistics here with the minecarts, and then also a button press would have to equal the right ingredients being pushed out at the same time. So we might actually have to go through our list here and figure out every single ingredient that we need. And then at that point, maybe we could figure out kind of how our setup would be. I don't know. So that's maybe one option. The other option would be... I'm trying to think. There's a lot of recipes that uses 2 of one ingredient or something. So we have to figure out some way to maybe tick 2 ingredients from one dropper, or have just 2 droppers with 2 ingredients in it. I don't know how we want to do that. Actually, what makes this... Why do we have 2 different sandwiches that require fish fillets? That's cooked fish fillets. They're the same recipe, except this takes 2. That's kind of a weird one. I mean, yeah, we could automate everything with this as well. I'm sure Create could just do everything for us, but I feel like that's a little... I don't really want to use Create to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So yeah, this is kind of the idea I've had to automate our recipes, if you will. So yeah, we might have to take an inventory of kind of all the different foods and stuff. But then what also goes with this is we have to grow then all of these different foods to restock our system. So this is probably going to be a bit of a larger project than some of our other projects that we worked on so far. I am super happy that we have the mob farm running. That's basically unlimited gold, iron, and diamonds for us right now, and unlimited experience. So basically we are set on doing any enchanting work, any farm setup stuff. There's almost 500 levels in there. Yeah, I think we're gonna be just fine on materials for a while. So I think we're geared up for a big project. I think this will work. Okay, so now that we know what our game plan is, where should we start with food? Yeah, where do we start with the food? And the other thing is like the breads. Do we need the different types of oat breads and whatnot, or can we go with one type of bread? Yes, cheese. Hold on, let me look. What do we have for cheese options? We have mac and cheese. It's not cheese, really. Cheese. Broccoli cheese. So the only cheese option we have, is, does this count as, hold on, one tag NBT. I see. So this cheese does not count the same as this cheese, basically, and that's our issue. Okay, what about vinegar? Vinegar is just bottle and wheat or apple. Barley, wheat, oak, right. Okay, so any grain, basically, in a bottle will make vinegar. That's fine. This is probably the cheese we'll have to be using for most of our cheese-related recipes. But if I remember correctly, this is kind of a weird system, and I don't know if we can automate this as easy as I would hope. Milk, looks like it should be pretty easy to do. Okay, so let's start off with milk. Let's, how do we get milk, first of all? I already have cows. But let's see if I can't make a pedestal upgrade real quick. And the question is milk a placeable fluid in this game? And the answer is milk is not a placeable fluid. So Pedestals has two different operations with milk. If milk is a placeable fluid in world, the pedestal milker will actually milk into its buffer inventory. But if it's not a placeable fluid, it won't do that. I guess the other question would be, I have a chest? I do have a chest. The other question would be, can we take milk buckets and make them into a fluid using the Pedestals importer? Why the milker doesn't make milk a liquid is milk has never been an actual liquid in Forge until somewhat recently, and I just haven't had the chance to mod it in yet. And honestly, I don't know if I do. I kind of like how this works, but at the same time, I can see it could be annoying in some respects. So I don't know. We'll have to figure this out here first. We'll have to play with it as it is, and then I might change it later. So, okay, so we have that. Oh, I need a bucket for the fluid upgrade type. So fluid upgrades are always like the regular import plus bucket. Fluid import. We have fluid import. Grab some pedestals here. Dunk. And okay, so the idea I have is let's put this right here for now. Throw that in there. Milk bucket. Okay, so milk actually counts as a fluid for the pedestal to pull out of, which is good for us for a few reasons. One, we can use the fluid crafter for this now. And let's go sleep again. Okay, so what we can do here is I can put, oh, I don't mean to do that. I can put this down here, put the milker upgrade there. It won't be able to milk any cows nearby because it actually needs buckets and inventory below it. So if I put a chest here, and I put a bucket inside, it will get milked, like so. So it did actually work for milking. Then we can connect it here. Get out of my way, llama. That will drain the bucket, and then we can send it back to the chest with another importer. Let me just make another crafting bench here. Actually, is there a crafting bench on a stick in this pack? There's not. Rude. Okay. Okay. I want an importer. Or I guess technically exporter, excuse me. And I need another pedestal. Cool. Put our other pedestal here, put our export there, and then link this up. I probably don't need to come down here ever again, so we're just going to do this and that. Boom. So there we go. It should put the bucket in there, drain it, send it off, repeat back and forth until we are full up on milk, which is going to be about 10 buckets. So I could speed this up if I wanted. I'm not going to bother. It's just milk. Okay, so there we go. We have automated milk being produced at this point. So let's do some vinegar. I need wheat. Okay, let's make a fertilizer upgrade. I need bone meal for that, though. Might have to go to the... Oh, there it is. I got plenty of bones for the wither farm, so I don't need to worry about smashing these up. Fertilizer. Cool, cool. Do I have a hoe? A used hoe? I'll take any hoe. Hoe. No? No hoe? Alright, we'll make a gold hoe just because we can. We have the gold and I don't care. Yes. When you're rich and you don't care. Alright. Water. Do I have another bucket? I don't. Let's make another bucket here. I have infinite water source here, so we'll do that. And, okay, so I'm going to get a farm going. Just a quick old farm here. I just need a diamond for speed. The fertilizer, I don't want to max enchant it just in our enchanter normally. I want to actually just get one type of enchant on it. So we're going to go for speed real quick. Speed 20, or speed 20x, which is just words, is just speed 5. So we'll get speed 5 on a book here, and then we'll just chuck it on our upgrade. Speed 20 is, or speed 5 rather, is 20x speed, and that should be enough to get us a fairly quick little farm going here. So we'll do that. You can't really do... This is just ticking the grass, which doesn't really do anything. So now we need some seeds. Okay. Where is my wheat? Where is my wheat seeds? 8. Cool. Okay. So that should make us the vinegar that we're going to need here. So as you can see, the 20x speed is pretty quick. So, like, whenever people make ridiculous farms using pedestals, I'm always like, what's your purpose? Like, why do you need it? Because this is the 20x speed fertilizer, and honestly, it's pretty darn quick. Like, if you, like, what are you doing that you need anything faster than like, a farm this size, really? I'm sure there is some applications, like if you're making crazy amounts of biodiesel from immersive engineering or something. Okay, fine, I understand that. But it's like, if you're just making stuff to make stuff, why? Like, you're just lagging your game into oblivion, basically. You know, you should make a little farm like this, build up a buffer of resources, and then stop it once you hit your buffer. I mean, that's what I would probably do myself. That is what I normally do. But I don't know. I'm always curious why people are always like, I'm going to make the most OP thing ever. I don't know. Is it your playstyle? That's fine. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just a casual player at this point. I used to be like super like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna crash a server with how OP I can make stuff. And at some point in life, I realized you can do that in every single mod pack that you play, and it gets boring after a while. I'm not going to lie. It gets really boring after a while, actually. So, like, for me, personally, it's like, I actually enjoy doing the casual thing because it's like, you can take it slow. You have a lot of options, really. You can play with magic mods to do just shenanigans with. Yeah, you'll probably still crash servers with, you know, lag of some things, but I don't know. It's the slow play style has really treated me well, outside of, you know, normal Minecraft burnout stuff. But all right, enough rambling from me. I need a linking tool. Nope, that's not the linking tool. Maybe I should make this and the linking tool work the same in recipes, like if I should tag them. That way you can use any of the tools. That might be kind of handy, but at the same time, who knows? All right, fluid crafter, right. So that's the fluid crafter. I'm going to make the 2x2 version, I guess. No, I'll make the 3x3 one. That's just easy on people's heads if I do the 3x3 one. And then we'll do that. So I'll take that out and that out. Now this is just a test setup. This is by no means the official setup that we're going to be doing here. I'll put that on there. Throw that there. Bottle of vinegar there. Do I have more of those? I do. In a bucket shape to get our fluid ones. And then I think I'll use the rest of these to fill up the inventory. So we need a bucket of milk there. And then the rest of these, I might just fill it up. Because we only need those 2 slots. Now, because vinegar is not stackable, we'll have to figure out a way to replace that. Which we could just use like an export, upgrade, or a hopper. I mean, really anything will work. And then I'm going to get a fluid relay here. It's a fluid pump. What's my fluid relay? Fluid relay is a bottle. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about that. That's why the potion diffuser recipe is a little bit different. Actually, I wonder how many people have figured out how to make the potion diffuser recipe. All right, we need a filter. Bunk. Iron bar. And we'll filter for nothing, basically. I have a pedestal on me. I don't. I really need to automate making pedestals. Clearly need to automate making pedestals because, yeah. Okay, cool. So we have that. What do I need the pedestal for? Oh, the relay, right. Okay. So we put that in there. That way no item will pass through. Theoretically, because this is connected first, the bucket should never actually go over here. So maybe I don't need that. Maybe we'll just trust it to work. I don't know how good of trust I have in my own mod, but we'll trust it to work. It's not working. Okay. Well, let's do another sleepy here. I wonder if I did something wrong, maybe, or if what's up here. Vinegar. Ignore the red message. Fluid crafting placeholder. I should have milk here. Milk, 10 buckets. Wheel of cheese is what it's supposed to make. Okay, so it knows it's supposed to be making something. It's not making anything. I wonder why it's not making anything. Okay, let's do a normal crafter, I guess. See if that makes a difference. I don't know why the pedestal is not crafting it. It should be. But maybe there's a bug somewhere in there where it's preventing it. I don't know. Okay, so the normal crafter is fine with it. I wonder if the fluid crafter can't make buckets of milk. Actually, you know what? Here's how we would test that. The way we would test that is making another one of these. Do I have another chest on me? I do. Okay. We'd make a fluid export. This is how we could test if we can make buckets of milk, basically. I'm wondering if maybe it can't... Well, no. It understands... Well, okay, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Because the fluid crafter was telling us it could do wheels of cheese as a recipe. So it understood there's a bucket of milk there. But why is it not crafting it then? I don't know. It should just work. We have the milk. We have vinegar. I wonder if it thinks the vinegar should be stackable. And it's not. I wonder if that's the reason. That might, I mean, that could very well be why. So, like, if I make another vinegar bottle here. I'm pretty sure that ruined the recipe this time. Yeah, current recipe is nothing. Current recipe is wheel of cheese. It's not actually crafting it, though. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to cheat real quick here. We're going to do a shift right click on this guy. And this is going to print out all the NBT data of a pedestal. So it looks like it sees vinegar there and it sees the bucket. So what I'm looking at, inventory queue, size of 9. That's just the size of the inventory. Slot 0, which is the first slot, is the placeholder bucket, which is correct. There's 1. And then simple farming vinegar, there's 1. Max fluids, 10 buckets. Fluid name's milk. Amounts, 10 buckets. Stored int 2. Stored int 2. Stored int 1. Crafting queue. Size 1. Items. Farming cheese block. Count 1B. Player. So it knows it can craft a recipe. I guess that doesn't really tell me... Damn. Okay. So I guess we can't do that way. So I guess our first step with cheese is, for whatever reason, it won't work. Again, I'll have to do some testing, but I'm wondering if it's thinking the vinegar is stackable and it's not. I wonder if maybe that's the reason. I'll have to look. Wheel of cheese, though, is a bit of a problem because you have to right-click on it to get the cheese out. If you do uses on this, there is no uses. You can do recipes, but there's no uses for it. But then if you look at this guy, recipes for this, obtained by right-clicking a wheel of cheese. Yes. Problem. Okay, what if I don't think I would get it by breaking a thing of cheese because you have to right-click on it, so it requires manual work. Oh, interesting. Why is there not like a block breaking option? Like, could I like just mine it? Am I gonna lose the cheese? I'm gonna lose the cheese. That's lame. Okay, well, what if I put... Right, because it's a full bucket, it won't eject. If I do this, it still won't work. So it's something fundamentally wrong with the fluid crafter. It won't work, basically. But this one does. It works as intended. It shoots the things out as it should. Okay, so just an issue with the fluid crafter. I'll have to look at what bug that is. Wheel of cheese. I need a right clicker. Okay. Let us test something here. Let me grab this guy. I know he had... Wait, where'd he go? Did I lose it by breaking it with my hand? No, that can't be. No, 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 that can't be. No. No. Damn it, Create. Why do you make things breakable with your hand if they're not going to drop? Damn it. Alright. That's kind of annoying, actually. Alright, deployer. I need another one of these boogers. God, that's really annoying. Alright. We'll make another deployer here. If I remember how. Sand. Sand and paper. Paper. Please be any sand. Cool. You know what? I had a create chest. I didn't even think about looking in there for the sandpaper. What is it? Redstone torch and something else. Iron nugget. I need 2 wheel gears, an andesite casing. Any chance I have any of those? Andesite casing. Don't have the gears. I do have the shafts, though. I think I need buttons around this. I think that's right. Buttons. Should give me 8. Come on, what is this? Oh, freaking alloy. Boom. Got that, got that. I just need I got the casing. Okay, the brass handy. Brass with andesite. Okay. Perfect, I have just enough. I need the hammer. Give me the hammer. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. Okay. Another deployer. There we go. Do I have another water wheel though? I don't. I might just use the hand crank for shits and giggles. Alright, well, I guess that works. Okay, so the question that I have is... Can I break this with a pickaxe, please? Cool. Okay. Right. So if I have a wheel of cheese on there, maybe. I need a block where that goes. Block up. What am I doing? Do I need to place it like down like this? What? Why are you upset? Nope, to hell with it. Can you right click my cheese? Please. Oh, it's too far away. Poop. Okay, you can do it this way. That's good. Alright, so we can automate cheese. I guess that's the yay, I guess. We can automate cheese. A little bit annoying to do it that way, but it will work. And then that gives us a whole bunch of recipes we can do now. So basically, because each recipe has to be in a different minecart, we're automatically going to have 12 different minecarts for this. So I might just get a little minecart system up and running for next episode, and we'll experiment with what all we can do. I guess if we're going to start out with cheese, though, we might as well start out doing some of these other crops. I already have wheat growing, so I just need to make that a permanent farm. Chicory and onions. Thankfully, onions are used in more than just one recipe here, so that should be good. Tomatoes are used in a couple of recipes here. Wheat again. Broccoli. That might be an easy recipe to do. Noodleoids. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll work on the farms next time, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.